my people, coming to you very live from this moment here in Pensacola, Florida. But we got to keep the show rolling because we're talking about the gut-brain connection, or the gut-brain axis, if you will, or the brain-brain and the gut-brain. Specifically today, the vagus nerve, okay? Fascinating nerve. Quite inspiring, to be perfectly honest with you. The vagus nerve, okay, so we'll break it down first. Vagus, vagabond, wanderer, the wandering nerve. They named it that because it hits so many places and it hits so many organs, obviously between the brain-brain and the gut-brain, all the way down, touches the liver, the lungs, the heart, down to the colon, so on and so forth. Major highway for communication between a lot of these organs and systems. Major. A lot of hormones, a lot of neurotransmitters, tons of communication is happening. Okay, so few very interesting things to note about the vagus nerve, okay? First, remember this concept. Your food indicates your mood, okay? Critical with the brain-brain, gut-brain connection, okay? You can think about that for a minute, right? Some meals that you have probably weren't particularly of the healthiest you've had. How'd you feel after? Compared to other meals where maybe they're stronger, fresher, more nutrient dense, how did you feel after that? Very much the case, okay? Mood, food to mood, vagus nerve. Let that sink in. Another function, a big function of the vagus nerve, is that it regulates your autonomic nervous system, specifically your parasympathetic, sympathetic nervous system. Okay, sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight. Parasympathetic, rest and digest to a degree. Okay, so when you're feeling calm and relaxed and rested, that's your parasympathetic nervous system operating in an optimal fashion, regulated by, again, the vagus nerve. Let's branch off for a second. What's one way to tone the vagus nerve and to show some love to the vagus nerve? Here's an exercise, okay? Breathing exercise, right? What you're gonna do, you're gonna inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 5 seconds. Slowly measure it, be consistent. That's one way to calm the body, calm the mind, and bring some vibrancy and some health to the vagus nerve. Again, critical highway connecting the brain-brain and the gut-brain. Okay? So a little exercise for you guys. Take it for what it's worth, right? Now, for a second, let's talk about the gut-brain. Okay, so if we want to break that down, what is the gut exactly? The gut is your entire digestive system. Specifically, I think when we're referring to the gut-brain, the large intestines and your microbiome. Okay, we're going to dig in more into that in our next video for sure, because there's so much to be said about the microbiome, right? But that's what we're talking about, I think, when we're really getting down to the nitty-gritty, bare bones of the gut-brain. Okay. Going to step back for a second. Yes, we're wandering because we're talking about the vagus nerve. That's exactly what we're doing, right? So, as we talked about previously, the vagus nerve starts right below the brain, all the way down to the colon, right? But where it goes through, and this part's super fun and fascinating, the vagus nerve controls your facial muscles. It goes right through. So it has a big influence on the way you look, how you're feeling emotionally. Think about that. How fascinating, right? So it goes through here, continues to go down through your neck, right here through the thorax. So also has a huge impression on your vocal box and the way you sound. So how you are feeling, remember, food to mood, is communicated through the vagus nerve, through your vocal box and sound box, through your face. How fascinating that. It actually determines how you look, right? And how you communicate to others from the emotional space that you're coming from, very much influenced by, at this point, you should get it, your food, mood to food, okay? Again, can't stress this enough. Vagus nerve, an inspiring nerve to say the very least, okay? So, we're gonna stop there. We could keep going, but I don't want to overwhelm you guys. I think that's a great little tidbit on the vagus nerve. Again, to summarize it, critical junction, critical highway connecting the brain-brain and the gut-brain. I've given you guys an exercise on how to tone it, all right? I've let you know that it has a very strong impression on how you transmit your emotional feelings to the world and those around you. Okay, so take care of it. Easy way to take care of it, eat the right foods. Eat nutrient-dense foods. Okay? That's really, at the end of the day, we are what we eat. This is true. All right, guys, we did it. We knocked it out. Got a few more heading your way. Hope y'all enjoying this. See you soon.